Hello sir, good day. Good day classmates, good day everyone. I'm January S. Fernandez from BS Criminology 2-2. My group mates helped me to prepare this output or report. Um, they are Angel Baradi and Eugene Basco. So let's start my report. Learning task number 4. The police system of South Korea. So let's talk about the short details about South Korea. So, South Korea, an East ASEAN nation on the southern half of the Korean peninsula, shares one of the world's most heavily militarized borders with North Korea. It's equally known for its green, hilly countryside dotted with cherry trees and centuries-old Buddhist temples, plus its coastal fishing villages, subtropical islands, and high-tech cities such as Seoul. So, as we can see the short details about South Korea, sabi dito sa short details na to, South Korea ay isa sa pinakamabigat na kalaban or pinakamabigat na mga kagamitan na may kagamitan na when in war ay very handa sila sa mga ganyang bagay. So nakakatakot silang kalaban kaya ayun. So the president is Moon Jae-in. Moon Jae-in is the current president of South Korea. Born in January 24, 1953. He previously served as chief of staff to then President President Roh Moo-hyun 2007-2008, leader of the Democratic Party of Korea and the member of the 19th National Assembly to 2012 and 2016 to 2016. So the capital of South Korea is Seoul. So next, the overview of the police system. The name of police agency is KNPA or Korean National Police Agency, and KNP, the Korean National Police. And next is the department. The department is the Ministry of the Interior and Safety. So, next one is the type of law enforcement. So the type of law enforcement is centralized. So South Korea has a relatively unified and integrated approach to law enforcement. For example, the National Police Agency provides all general policing services throughout the country. Due to the unitary system, local police organizations are directly under the NPA. So yan, therefore they are centralized. When we say centralized, a country with only one recognized police force which operates entire that country is called centralized police. So yan. So next is the estimated strength. So the estimated strength of South Korea as of 2010 pa lang, guys. Sir, as of 2010 pa lang is 101,108. So as of 2010, how much more ngayong 2020? So let's see. Sabi dito, based on the Google, South Korea is ranked 6 of 138 out of the countries considered for the annual GFP review. Yan. So, pang number 6 sila sa 138 countries. So, kung iisipin mo 'yon, napakalakas ng South Korea. Kung sa mga bagay-bagay na war, sa mga gera, napakalakas nila. Sabi pa dito, how strong is South Korea military? So, sabi dito, the total reported personnel strength is 3,699,000 in 2018 pa lang. So, 2018, how much more na nga kung 2020 na. So, I'm sure mag-i-increase at mag-i-increase pa yung mga reported strength, personal strength niya. So, next one is the short history about South Korea. So, babasahin ko na lang siya. Ancient Korea. By 4000 BC, there were Stone Age farmers living in Korea. By 1000 BC, they had learned to use bronze. By about 300 BC, they had learned to use iron to make tools and weapons. So, um, as sa mga habang tumatagal, habang bumabago yung panahon, ay mas marami silang na di-discover ng mga gamit. So at first, Korea was divided into tribes, but eventually organized kingdoms emerged. There were three of them: Goguryeo in the north and Silla in 57 BC by Hyok-jeos. Jumong founded Goguryeo in 37 BC, and Onjo founded Baekje in 18 BC. In reality, the three kingdoms emerged later between the 2nd and the 4th centuries AD. These kingdoms were heavily influenced by Chinese civilization. Yan. So, mahaba na siya. So, next is the organizational structure. So, let's talk about organizational structure of South Korea. So, the president, under the president, the office of the president, board of audit and inspection, the National Intelligence Service, and Korea Communications Commission. So, under this president, we have Prime Minister. The Prime Minister office, first one is the Ministry of Government Legislation. Second one is the Ministry of the Patriots and Veterans Affairs. Next is the Office of Ministers for Special Affairs. Under this, we have Fair Trade Commission, Financial Services Commission, lastly, Anti-Corruption and Civil Rights Commission. So, yan, nakikita nyo. So, next, under the Prime Minister's office, the Ministry of Strategy and Finance, Ministry of Education, Science and Technology, Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade, Ministry of Unification. Under the Ministry of Strategy and Finance, we have the National Tax Service, Korea Customs Service, Public Procurement Service, Korea National Statistical Office. So, yan. So, next is the Ministry of Justice. Under this Ministry of Justice, we have Supreme Prosecutor's Office, Ministry of National Defense. Under this, we have Military Manpower Administration, Defense Acquisition Program Administration. Next is the Ministry Public Administration and Security. Under this, we have Korean National Police Agency, National Emergency Management Agency. Next ministry is the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism. Under this, we have Cultural Heritage Administration. Yan. So, next is the Ministry of Food, Agriculture, Forestry and Fisheries. Under this, we have Rural Development Administration and Korea's Forest Service. Next one is the Ministry of Knowledge Economy. Under this, we have Small and Medium Business Administration, Korean Intellectual Property Office. Next one, Ministry for Health, Welfare and Family Affairs. Under this, we have Korea Food and Drug Administration. Next, Ministry of Environment. Under this, we have Korea Meteorological Administration. Next is the Ministry of Labor, Ministry of Gender Equality, and lastly, Ministry of Land, Transport, and Maritime Affairs. So, that is the organizational structure of South Korea. So, next one is the recruitment. Kung paano sila nagre-recruit para makapasok sa military or for police. So, sabi dito, all males except for a small percentage of individual considered physically or socially undesirable for military service could be drafted into army. Sabi, in 1990, there were 407,000 males 19 years of age who were required to register for military service. So, yun. At the age of 19, ay required ka na, required ka na mag-apply ng military service. Approximately 9.2% of these young men were rejected for conscription for one of the following reasons. Ito yung mga reasons ng mga young men na yun kung bakit sila nare-reject. So, sabi dito, have a physical or mental disability, possessing a criminal record. Yung meron kang record sa sa community niya, sa police, kung ganyan, kunyari nahuli ka, nagnakaw, ganun. Yun yung record. So, being an orphan and being born out of wedlock or having one parent who was not South Korean citizen. So, hindi ka pwedeng mag-apply kung hindi ka full-blooded South Korea. Dapat full-blooded South Korea or maybe kahit taga-ibang lugar ka, basta maging South Korean citizen ka, sabi dito. So, conscript were required to have at least an elementary school education. 77% of those drafted had at least a high school education. The Military Manpower Agency was responsible for assigning recruits to the Army, Navy, Marines. The Korean Argumentations of the United States Army or KATUSA and the combat police units of the Korean National Police. Recruits could request assignment to a particular service and were assigned based on their education, technical skills, and physical condition. Sabi. Okay, next is the firearms and weapons. Sabi, yung mga baril nila. Yan. Dito na natin malalaman yung mga baril ng mga taga South Korea, no? Kung gaano kalakas. So, makikita natin siya. Next. So, ang first weapon or firearms, the South Korean K1A. Ang type nito ay carbine. Sabi, ang carbine, K1A carbine is origin, syempre, South Korea yan. Caliber .223 Remington. So, yan, kung isipin nyo guys, gaano kalakas yan pag tumama sa katawan ng tao, no? Standard issue niya, parang siyang submachine gun. So, manufactured by Precision Industries. So, iisa lang lahat ng mapakita niya sa presentation ko, ay iisa lang ang manufacturer niya ay ang Daewoo Precision Industries. So, next one, next equipment is the K2 Assault Rifle. So, kung makikita nyo sa picture guys, napakagandang baril, ano? Paano kayo kung magkakaganyan ng Pilipinas? Meron mang ganyan ng Pilipinas, kaso lang, hindi ganyan yung style niya, pero nakita na rin ako ng ganyang baril, K2 Assault Rifle. So, napakalakas yan guys. So, sabi dito, standard issue assault rifle, partially being replaced by K2C1. So, same as K1A, ang manufacturer niya is Daewoo Precision Industries. Origin niya ay South Korea din. So, next equipment, ang K3 light machine gun. Yan, machine gun guys. Kung isipin nyo, naggera ang Pilipinas, tapos South Korea, ay, wala nang matitira sa Pilipinas, chart. So, yun, K3 light machine gun. Ito siya. Di ba? Napakagandang baril, ano? Napakagandang baril. Sabi dito, light machine gun lang siya, type K3 light machine gun. So, originated from South Korea yan. Okay, next is the automatic grenade launcher. Itong mga kinuha ko guys ay ilan lamang sa mga kagamitan ng taga South Korea dahil sobrang dami, hindi ko siya makaka-copy. Sobrang dami ng mga nila, firearms, weapon equipment, dami-dami. So itong mga kinuha ko ay isa lang to sa mga sa mga weapons nila. So automatic grenade launcher. So yan automatic grenade launcher. So kahit iwan mo, automatic na siya pag may nakita na siyang or na trace na kalaban. So matik na siya matik na siyang nagpapalipad ng mga grenade launcher siya, 'di ba? Automatic. So originated from South Korea again. Same as the three weapons. Manufacturer is the Daewoo. Next again is the K5 pistol. Pistol lang siya, pero malakas yan guys. Pumapatay pa din ng tao yan. Standard yan. Originated from South Korea. Next is the M6OD machine gun. Wow, di ba? Wow. Mapapawaw ka na lang sa mga equipments ng mga taga South Korea. Madami pa siya eh. Ito. Next is K6 machine gun. Yan siya. Di ba? Para siyang sniper. Next. K7 submachine gun. Yan, submachine gun din. Next is the K12 light machine gun. More on machine guns ang mga taga South Korea, guys. K14 sniper rifle, yan Yung sniper na yan ay nakita ko na siya sa Counter-Strike. Nakita ko na talaga siya. Ito yung parang baril na sa sniper kasi mostly pag pumutok ka, kakasama mo muna, 'di ba? Itong sniper na to, dire-diretsong putok para siyang pistol ba. Puputok siya na 10 ganon. Tuloy-tuloy 'yon. So malakas tong baril na to. Next one is the K15 machine gun. Okay. Ayun lang guys. Yun lang yung mga nakuha ko na mga equipments or gamit nila sa mga gera ganun. So next is the vehicles and tanks. So ito rin guys, parang ganun din siya sa mga equipments, ganun lang din. Nanguha lang din ako ng example. So next is the K2 Black Panther, di ba? Wow. K2 Black Panther. San ka pa? Napakaganda, South Korea. K2 Black Panther. Ang K2 Black Panther na napakatibay. Wait lang. Okay, next K2 Black Panther. Next is the K21 Infantry. K21 Infantry Fighting Vehicle. Ayan ay napakaganda niyan. Napakatibay. Syempre tank siya. Okay, next is the K131 4x4 vehicle. Ito naman pang bundok, pangakyat gano'n kasi 4x4 siya eh. Okay, next is the K312 ambulance of South Korea. Originated from South Korea. Tignan nyo guys. Napakaganda, di ba? Napakaganda ambulance lang ng South Korea, di ba? Kung makikita nyo talaga, napakayaman ng South Korea and napaka-ready nila in case na may dumating na gera. Yan, so ready sila. Sana all. Next is the Korean police uniform. Okay. The shirt of the ordinary police uniform, officer uniform, will be bluish green in color with navy blue trousers. Ayan. The uniform will also incorporate symbols found on the Korean flag, such as Taejuk and the 4 triagram that represents the 4 classical elements. These symbols will be used on the badge, sleeves, and epaulets. So yan, ito makikita nyo guys, kung makikita nyo guys yung ito sa background dyan, ito yung mga itsura ng mga police. Korean police uniform sa South Korea ito. Ayan. Yan sila guys. O diba napaka tignan. Napaka presentable. napaka-fit pa ng mga pulis doon. Wala naman ako sinasabi dito sa Pilipinas. Pero, kung makikita nyo kasi guys, napaka-presentable ng mga pulis sa South Korea. Yan guys. Next is the ranks and insignia. Wrong spelling. Sorry, sir. Ranks and insignia of South Korea. Ranks and insignia. Okay, next ranks. The ranks and insignia. Where are you? Okay. The first one is the first badge or the first ranks, yung isa lang siya, is the auxiliary police officer. Yan, guys. The second one is the police officer. Yan. So, kung makikita natin, pataas siya ng pataas, ano? So, iba't iba rin siya ng badge. So, ito. The next one is the senior police officer. Ito yung tatlo. Ito yung tatlong badge na pa-diamond. Yan yung senior police officer nila kung makakita kayo. Kung mapapadpad man tayo sa South Korea, guys. Yan yung palatandaan nyo. So, yung apat naman nito, the assistant inspector. Yan, guys. Makikita nyo. So, next one, yung parang bahay siya na badge. Ito yung isa lang. Inspector yan. Yan. So, next one is, so, yan. Yun yung inspector, yung one badge lang sa pangalawa. So, second one is the senior inspector. We have 2 badges. Another one is the superintendent, the 3 badges here, oh. Yung parang, bahay siya. So, the fourth one is the senior superintendent, ito. So, the next one is the superintendent general, is the 1 star. The next star, the 2 star is the senior superintendent general. Next one is the 3rd star, chief superintendent general. And lastly, siya yung pinakamataas na police rank sa South Korea, is the 4-star general or the commissioner general. So next is the best practices of South Korean police officers, ano? Sabi dito, South Korean police officers must obey the prosecutor's commands, Seo said. Guns are illegal in South Korea and only patrol officers carry them. Investigative officers must seek and obtain permission to carry them in special cases, Seo said. Crime are committed when other types of weapon. Yan. So, sabi dito guys, lahat ng Korea, hindi naman siguro lahat, baka mas mataas lang yung percentage, gano'n. Sabi, ino-obey nila yung prosecutor's command. So, illegal sa South Korea na magawak ka ng barel kung hindi ka patrol police officers. Siguro, depende na lang kung naka-register yung baril mo na hawak mo. So, sabi dito kasi, only patrol police officers carry them. So guns are illegal in South Korea kung hindi ka patrol police officers. Sabi kasi dito. Yan. So next is, yan na pala yung dulo. So, ayun sir. Sana sir, okay lang yung pag-report ko sir, no? So, gabi na kasi sir. Sorry sir, sa boses ko sir kung pangit or kung malakas man sir kasi nasa kubong ako sir eh. Mas maganda nag-record kasi ako sir gabi para para maganda yung walang maingay, ganun ba sir? Kasi maingay dito sa amin sir. So, yun sir. Ito pala sir yung mga groupmates ko. Ako yun sir, Fernandez January Celosa, yours truly. Basco Eugene Balunsat and Barade Angel Bernabe. So, yan sir. Thank you sir. So, that's all my report sir. Good day. Have a blast. God bless always sir. Stay safe. Thank you sir.